Hi, I'm Mr. Busani, and I'm a technology teacher here at Fairport High School. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the course offerings we have in the technology department. In computer courses, we have a course called Information Technology, which I happen to teach. It is a Syracuse University Project Advanced course, which means you can opt, it's not mandatory, to get 3 credits from Syracuse University, which transfer to any school in the country. That's a lot of fun. It's a higher level course in the fact that it is a college level curriculum, but our Fairport High School students have been incredibly successful taking that course. So IT SUPA is a lot of fun. Another course I teach is web design, which is also a Syracuse University Project Advanced course. And again, same 3 credits available from Syracuse University. We learn all HTML, CSS, PHP, JavaScript as well. You create nonprofit websites, and it has a culminating project where you will design from scratch a website for a real-life client. One of the other courses I teach is called Computer Game Design. Now, although we do some game playing in the course, it is a game design course. So we design computer games in that class. We use a programming language called Python, which is a very relevant, very current programming language. It is relatively easy to learn. There's not a whole lot of syntax. In architecture, we have not a new course, but a revised course offered for next year. It's going to be a full-year course called Just Architecture, where students will be able to learn how to design homes. They'll learn about interior design. They'll learn about drawing floor plans. They'll learn about all the different drawings architects are expected to create. We'll work with Parrington codes with respect to designing homes. We have a program called AutoCAD, which is one of the top-end CAD programs for architecture. Students will design homes inside out, choose carpeting and colors and wood flooring, ceramic tile, and we'll do really cool 3D walkthroughs of houses. That's going to be a fun course in the architecture program. Engineering courses, we have quite a few. We have a course called Production Drawing, where we utilize SolidWorks for a CAD software. That course is kind of an introduction to what mechanical engineers need to learn if you're interested in mechanical engineering or just about any field of engineering as a college major. As I mentioned, we use SolidWorks, really cool 3D program. Production Drawing would be a course you might take after you've taken DDP at Minerva. I'm sure a bunch of you have taken DDP already. So Production Drawing would be a lot of fun for you as well. Also in Production Drawing, we design from scratch a Rube Goldberg machine. You might have seen it, Dr. Seuss, or one of those funny kind of cartoons where the ball slides down a ramp, hits something, triggers something else, and there's all these different mechanical devices that are set off, and it knocks over dominoes, things like that. That's a lot of fun. You learn a lot about engineering that way as well.
The production of film class was created for people who love video and are interested in the film and communications area. What we do in class is you actually get to take a film from its inception or your creation and then create the storyboards, shoot it and edit it, and have a final production.
You're never going to look at movies the same. Everyone's kind of like, no, like whatever. And by the end of the year, everyone's like watching movies like completely different, writing stuff down. It's just like a whole change that you go through, and I love it.
I took this class because I was really interested in learning about making movies, and you learn a lot of really cool stuff and how to use the programs.
We learned that movies is just as much an art form as they are entertainment. In production, we get to use the same tools that Hollywood directors use.
Hey guys, my name is Mr. Stahl. I teach up here at Fairport High School. I do woodworking, I do automotive, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do in the woodworking program here. We teach two classes. We do a beginner's woods class where we're going to use all the tools and machines in the shop safely. We cover safety, we cover usage through the projects that you guys pick. Hopefully you'll use every single tool and machine in the shop. And we've got a 20-week program where we do that. If you enjoy that class and you want to move on to the next level of class, we have a new class called Design and Build. And it's you're designing and building whatever product or project you want. So we've got a couple of new things going on, which is pretty cool. It's not just woodworking anymore, so it's using different materials. Like this table, for example, we used a slab of wood, we used an epoxy resin, we did a little bit of fiberglass in there, we've got it lit up with LED lighting, and it's using whatever materials you want. We can use woods, we can use metals, we can use epoxies, we can use electronics, so it's a pretty neat class. It's a class that just started last year, and some of the other things, we got a gentleman making he's making a boat. He owns a house on the lake and he wants to make a boat. So I've never made a boat before, but it's pretty cool that he got the plans, bought the materials, and he's going to make a boat that actually floats in the lake. We got another project over here. It's an Adirondack chair. You got somebody who owns a ski house, and they want to sit out on their front porch, and they've got a bunch of old skis that they had, and they're incorporating the skis into the Adirondack chair. So other things, we can still do typical or conventional projects like cabinets, armoires, TV, entertainment centers, dressers, basically anything that you want to build, we can build in this class. We've got a new laser engraver, which we can burn whatever you want on the laser engraver into wood, and we've got a 5-axis CNC mill, which we're getting up and running here, and it should be ready by the spring semester. Hopefully you guys will be taking some woodworking classes. We offer 3 automotive classes. We offer consumer auto, which is open to anybody can take that class. We talk about things you're going to need when you're going to want to buy a car. We do oil changes, tire changes, spark plugs, tune-ups. We do a car buying unit. I give you $10,000 to buy a used car. Now it's stall bucks, it's not real money, but we go through the process of what you need to do to buy a used car, what that used car is going to cost you. Through the course of the 20 weeks, we cover most of the machines and tools inside the shop, and it's an entry-level automotive course. From there, if you like that, you can take auto service and repair, which we build upon what we've learned in consumer auto, and we get more into the auto service and repair aspect of it. We talk about brakes, we talk about computer diagnostics, we do suspension, we do New York State inspection. So we're getting into what it becomes to what it means to become an automotive tech. If you like the auto service and repair, which is also a half-year course, we offer a full year, 2-period-a-day vocational automotive class. Instead of sending you guys to BOCES, you can keep you here. We continue on what you've learned in consumer auto and auto service, and we move on to more in-depth things. Our biggest project we do in the vocational automotive class is engine rebuilding, and you guys, with a partner, will rebuild a car engine. Whether you want to take that engine and put it into a vehicle at the end of the class, that's great, or if you just want the experience of taking that motor apart and learning how the engine operates, that's up to you as well. In vocational, we also get into welding, as far as, you know, more in depth on suspension, exhaust systems, emissions, New York State inspection, brakes. We basically cover everything there is to cover on an automobile within the year that you'll be with me for 2 periods a day.
I'm Mr. Miller, and I am the electronics, robotics, principles of engineering, and pre-engineering teacher. We're going to start off talking about electronics. In the electronics course, we learn how we get power and how electricity functions and how we get it to our house. So we start very large and get very small. So then we start learning about Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law, and we do a lot of fun activities and projects that show us how different electrical components work, from something like a large transformer to a small resistor, and how they work in the electronics that you use every day. In the robotics course, we create a foundation for robotics engineering in the future of robots. We have a lot of misconceptions about what robots do and what they can't do. We talk about how robots are going to affect jobs in the future, what jobs they're going to create, what jobs they're going to do for us. And then inside the class, we talk about programming, autonomous robots, and design and build robots to function in many different facets, but ultimately culminating in a game. Each year the game has been different, but it's been things like pushing another bot out of a ring, almost like a sumo bot, to making a claw bot that has to perform different activities and pick different moves up. In the Principles of Engineering course, the entire course is based on the design process. Completely project-based. We talk about different facets of engineering, and then each facet comes with a specific project. All the designs are supposed to be different, and the best part about this course is it's okay to fail. In the design process, we learn that failure is a key to building a quality product. It's how engineers, manufacturers, and designers in the industry today build and put things out to the public. So in that class, you might do things like design a boat that has to win a race in a certain amount of time. Or you might have to build a structure that holds a certain amount of weight. In the pre-engineering course, it is an MST course that means math, science, and technology. It's a full year. And in this course, we do a more in-depth look at the mathematical and science concepts that go into the engineering foundations that we talk about in the Principles of Engineering. It's still completely project-based. It's designed around the design process, which you can learn about. You have an engineering journal, and you are the engineer. You are the designer. You are the creator. We give you problems, and then you come up with any ideas you can think of to make those problems not exist anymore, come up with solutions for them. The nice thing about the MST course is it counts as a math or science credit, which still allows you to get that Regents diploma if that's something you're interested in as far as going into engineering. I hope to see you in one of my courses next year, and we'll make a lot of cool stuff.